Welcome to Integrity Data. In this tutorial, we're going to be going over the basic Etime clock. This is the Etime clock with just simple clock in, clock out, and lunch functions and the ability to view and approve the timesheet. You'll choose whichever language best suits you. I'm going to go ahead and click here. And we're going to use our ID to log in with. For this purposes, I'm just using an ID and not a PIN, but your particular setup may also require you to enter a PIN after you've entered the badge ID. And this is what my screen looks like here. To clock in, I would just click Start. To clock out, I would click End. Before I clicked in, though, during some point of the day, if I took lunches, I would select this one to go to lunch and this one to return from lunch. So lunch leave, I'm leaving for lunch. Lunch return, I'm coming back from lunch. I also have the ability here to request time off. I can click on PTO request. I can see what I've got pending, what's been approved, what's been rejected. And as long as one of my requests are still pending, I am able to edit that and modify it. I could also delete it if I no longer wanted to utilize this. Once my PTO request has been approved or denied, I no longer have the ability to edit. I would have to add a new request. So adding a new request, I simply click Add New PTO Request. Come down here and choose the date. If it's going to be all day, then I would put in 8 hours here. But maybe it's going to start at noon and I'm only going to do 4 hours. So I'm going to choose my time right here that I want to start my PTO, the number of hours that I want to take. I can leave a note. And choose the bank. You'll notice my bank has my hours here. So you may have different banks. You may only have one, you may have two or three, depending on your company's setup. You'll choose which it is that you're going to use. I see I have 52 hours left, so I'm pretty good right there. Although if I've already requested to have 60 hours off and that's sitting in there and hasn't been approved yet, that could be an issue when I'm trying to add more if I don't quite have enough time for everything that I want. So that depends on your company policy, whether they allow a negative amount or whether you would have to forego one of your other requests in order to make this one work. So for right now, I'm just going to assume everything's good. I'm going to click Generate Request. Now at this time, before I confirm it, I can edit it if I need to. I can click here, make any changes. Maybe I want to use my sick bank instead for this. I've got enough time. I click Save. This looks good. I select Confirm Request, and it's generated. I click OK. I can see my request here. This should send a notice to my supervisor that there's a pending PTO request. Once he gets in on his side and either approves or denies, I'll know the result. Now I can click here to get back to the original screen. I also have these lines up here that I can click on to get to different areas. My scheduling, if I have a schedule set up, I can see what I'm scheduled. I can view timesheets from here, or by clicking here, I can view timesheets from here also. Same thing. I can see what I've worked, my hours, any notes. Typically, these would be things like forgot to punch, whatever a supervisor may add. Or if on my clock outs, I have notes enabled and I leave notes, I would be able to see those as well. Down below, I have my total, and this is for the pay period. My total paid hours is 52.67. Of that, I worked 44.67. 8 of it wasn't worked, and down below, broken out, I can see that it was personal time. That was 8 hours. Unpaid is 30.58, and this constitutes absences or lunches. Dollars is 35.75. And I can come up here to see the letter A, which is an award. And I can see that's from the Jonme's account. So I got a bonus or of some sort for that. Now I can click on week 1, and it's going to break down what I worked and earned in week 1. I click on week 2, and it's going to put in there what I've worked or earned on week 2. If everything looks good, I agree with this. I click approve. I agree to the statement and click OK. Now, I'm not going to approve this one. This is my current pay period. You likely will not have an approve button for your current pay period. What you'll always be approving is the prior pay period, the one that just closed. You'll be checking your hours. E would be edited. C would be a closed punch, which means an in and an out. AB is absent. You may have PP for personal paid, things like that in here. But these are the hours you've been given or have worked, and your totals again would be down here, week 1, week 2. Click approve, yes, and OK. Pay period resolved successfully, and that means that you've just approved your timesheet and you're good to go. If you happen to notice something real quick before the admin approves the time card, you can revert it. Once an admin or supervisor approves your time card, this revert will go away, and if you realized after that that something was wrong, you would need to contact your supervisor to get that resolved. Once you do clock in or out or lunch, I am able to see what my punch was. So that lets me know that my punch was accepted for a start 5/12 at 8:38. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.